So what's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode. So before we get started, I would just want to let you guys know that if my voice sounds a little bit deeper than usual, that's because I'm clearing up my sinuses. So hopefully you guys bear with me as I go through this video, because I promise you it sounds worse than what it really is. Actually, I feel really good. I've been getting over it over the past weekend, but let's go ahead and talk about today's video. So I actually am super excited to share this video with you guys. Actually, something I didn't think I would be doing maybe quite this soon, but it's long overdue. And as you read the title, I'm going to be sharing with you what I'm going to be taking with me for my first trip. So I'm super excited about it. I can't wait. I'm very nervous, of course, but I thought this video would be really cool for me to do because this is the first time I have to pack and keep it relatively minimalistic. So it may look like a lot, and it probably is, but I don't want to miss out on anything, and I don't want to not carry something that I may need. So this is going to be a trial and error kind of video, as well as trip to see what I think I'm going to be using for my first trip. Now, I'm not going to be sharing where I'm going, only because I want you guys to stay tuned for that. And I'm excited because I have a lot of content in mind to do while I'm on this trip. But let's go ahead and get started. Now, I actually have 3 categories to go over with you, and we're going to start off with the general travel tech here. So I'm trying to keep it relatively minimalistic in these categories because I am carrying quite a bit. However, these are the things I think I'm going to use on this trip. First, I'm just going to talk about the basics, and that's a USB-C cable. Now, that's because pretty much everything that I will be carrying with me that's electronics charges and transfers data by using a USB Type-C cord, with the exception of my AirPods Pro. In debate of taking these with me, but I don't know, why not? This is the only product that charges by lightning, so definitely gonna have a lightning cable with me as well. And also, some of you may seen these items in other videos. If you haven't, I will leave those videos in the description for you guys to check out if you're new around here. But moving on to the next item. So next I'm gonna be packing my RAV power adapter. Now this one is the 61-watt wall charger, and I did an entire video with comparing this one with the OEM Apple wall charger here. If you want to have a backup power adapter and you want to check out a budget friendly option, this one is definitely good to go. I did the testing and also included those results in that video, but I feel like this one will be much easier to travel with and carry around. So this one obviously is more compact, lightweight, and it will definitely get the job done. So this one should be good to go, and it definitely will be in my travel pouch that I'm getting ready to show you guys. So next I have the Good Grips Sweep and Swipe Laptop Cleaner. Now this one I've mentioned in other videos as well. As I mentioned in my other videos, this is something that's going to be really nice to carry around. It's a 2-in-1 cleaner, and that way I can use this on any type of device that I have. Next here I have the SanDisk Extreme Portable SSD. Of course, this is the external SSD here, and I recently been trying this one out and storing my photos and videos on, and it is extremely fast compared to my other SSDs. So I've been enjoying this one a lot, and so far so good. And I just really like how small this one is as well. It's kind of cute. So this is coming with me as well. That way all the content and photos that I have will go straight onto this SSD. And of course, as you can see here in the middle, I have my MacBook Air. Now this is the M1, and I did a video on me buying it and the reasons why I purchased this one instead of waiting for the new MacBooks that are coming out with the M1X chip. Still debating on if I will upgrade to that one, but for now, this one has been getting the job done for me, so I can transfer all my photos and video that I will be making onto my SSD drive, and also I'll be able to look at to see what I currently have and maybe, make some small edits and stuff as I'm away on my trip. So next here, I have a power bank here. As you can see, this is a pretty big one here. And so I wanted to get a case for it because it's pretty large and, something I would typically carry from away for a long period of time. And I just need a power bank that is going to pack a lot of power. And so this one is made by our Leron. I believe that's how you pronounce it here. I've had this one for about 2.5 years now. And what caught my eye with this one is, one, it has the LED screen right here. So if you power it on, you can see the percentage that you currently have charged, and then it has the wireless charging at the top here. So this one is really nice. I do like the black and orange accent around it. It has a USB Type-C port, as well as 3 USB ports and a micro USB port. And then on the back here, you have a flashlight. So if you need to use this for a flashlight, you can definitely do so. And it has the capacity of 25,000 milliamp hours. This is one of my power banks that I will be carrying with me because it will have the most capacity, as well as my Samsung Fast Charge wireless charger. This one has been getting a lot of use. Now it's very dirty. I wish I knew a way to clean it, but this one is much smaller than the Run here. So this one has the 10,000 milliamp hours capacity, whereas I can just put this in my sling bag. I'll be able to utilize this one as I'm on the go. So it's definitely much lighter than the Run here. So here I have the tech pouch that I've been talking about in a few other videos. I'm very excited to use it because it's going to carry pretty much everything that I just showed you. And once again, just opening it up for you. And I did a dedicated video on this one as well. And in that video, I mentioned all the compartments that is included with this tech pouch or this tech bag here. And I'm very excited to store everything that I will be carrying with me pretty much in this one pouch here. So I definitely plan on doing an updated video as I have carried and used this one on a trip along with a few other items. So the final product for the general tech items here, I'm going to include my headphones that I'm going to be traveling with. And these are the Sony WH-1000X-M3s. Now I decided to keep my Mark IIIs because they work just fine. And from what I can tell in other videos that I've seen and research that I've done, the Mark IVs are just not that much of a difference. And actually some people say that the Mark IIIs are a little bit better. So these are definitely getting the job done for me. I've been enjoying them a lot. I'm very excited to put the ANC to test, as most people have been comparing the ANC of nearly canceling out the airplane's engines. And I've had them for 3.5 years now. So these are still running, still going, and I actually need to charge them up so they'll be ready for use. So before we move on to the next category here, I'm going to include my phone case. This may be considered a miscellaneous item for traveling, but I want to cover the case that I will be having on my phone. Now, I just put this on because I'll be leaving in 2 days. I decided to go ahead and have it prepared and ready. So this is the Spigen Tough Armor case here. I love Spigen cases. I originally started my channel with going over, unboxing, and reviewing these cases along with several others for this particular phone. So I want the most protection here for my phone. That way, you know, I ain't got to worry about pretty much any damages that's going to happen, you know. And then also this case looks very stealth and discreet, and so it doesn't catch a lot of attention, and also providing like the ultimate protection with the design of this smartphone case here. All right, you guys, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the next category here. I'm going to go ahead and swipe all this stuff out the way, and we're going to talk about the camera items that I will be traveling with. Alright, you guys, so here in the next category, I have pretty much all the camera items that are going to be carrying with me. Now, I know this may look like a lot, but I assure you it's probably not going to be that much. Hopefully, it'd be relatively easy to pack up. Everything that I have here is typically what I would carry in my sling bag. And if you haven't seen those videos, definitely check those out so you can get more of an in-depth detail of the things that I carry and why I carry those items and how they work for me. But starting off with the first thing right here, I know this looks like a lot, but this is a chest mount, so it's pretty much giving away. It's one video that I do plan on doing, and maybe do a POV video, no spoilers. I've tested it out before. So far, it's kind of quirky. It's for your phone. Currently, I don't own an action camera, but I do look to get one hopefully soon. But for now, I do plan on having my phone mounted to my chest for that video if everything works out. So that way my iPhone XR can sit well in this harness. Hopefully we'll be able to get some good POV footage. Next, I'm going to carry 2 additional lenses here. So this is the 18 to 55 millimeter f2.8 to f4 lens right here, and this is the kit lens that I actually purchased separately for my Fuji SS10, and this is the 15 to 45 millimeter lens. This one is f3.5 to 5.6 aperture here, and of course with the compact size, I didn't see not carrying this one because it has a decent wide focal length range, as well as it produces some really good photos, to be honest. So I do plan on talking about this lens right here a little bit more in a separate video. Paired up with my Fuji SS10 is really good. So I've been enjoying this combo. So this one is definitely coming with me. All right, to the right here, I have an external microphone that I just picked up. I actually got it in a couple of days ago. So I'm going to be testing this one out. This one has the double mic feature. It's the dual capsule condenser microphone by Movo. The other one that I have is just the one microphone facing front. If I want my voice recorded, I have to turn the microphone backwards, and it's just kind of weird. And then if I want to turn it back forward for getting the audio recorded in front of the camera, I have to flip it back around. So it's been kind of, you definitely can work with it, of course, but I just wanted something a little bit more convenient. So you just seen this item right here in my last video, and I mentioned it in other videos as well. Like I said, pretty much everything that I carry with me in my camera sling bag is coming with me, and this is one of the items that stays in that sling bag. And this is of course a video light, and just something that's compact, small, that I can carry around with me if I need a light source. And of course, in the middle here, you can see my Fujifilm SS10 is definitely coming with me. I'm very excited to capture so much more content with this camera here. Attached to it though is the Viltrox 23mm f1.4 lens, and this is a really good lens that I do plan to actually finish the video on this lens hopefully soon. But this is the setup that I plan on having with me for my trip. And of course, I gotta carry some extra batteries here. At this time, I only have 2. I may pick up 2 more, it just all depends. But for the most part, hopefully 3 batteries should be good enough for me. And then I have my Peak Design camera capture clip, another item that I did an entire video on. I normally carry my camera around my wrist with the Peak Design wrist strap, but with this particular trip, I wanted to try something different and switch it up and carry my camera around my neck. So I got this leather neck strap. I might do a short video of me unboxing it and just setting everything up, because you guys know how much I love doing unboxing videos, so that way I see how well it looks. And so of course I'm carrying my SD card / micro SD card case here. And as I mentioned in the video that I did for this tripod, I will be carrying this small compact Ulanzi MT-08 extension tripod. I've been enjoying how easy it is to carry this around. As you can see, this pretty much can fit in my hand. Probably another update of my user experience with using this tripod. And that's pretty much gonna wrap up the camera items that I'm gonna be carrying with me. Again, I know it looks like a lot, but let's go ahead and move on to the final category for this trip. All right, you guys, so for the final category here, I do have gaming. And so of course I have to bring my Nintendo Switch, and I am gonna carry it in, or pack it in, the Villinger sling bag. As I mentioned in the video that I did for this one, I do plan on using it for commuting as well as traveling with. I do plan to do an updated video on this particular sling bag. And I know a lot of you guys have been asking about this wrist strap and the attachment with it. I look to testing this particular feature out here. I know there's some concerns about the wrist strap coming undone. Hopefully I plan to have an update for you guys as soon as possible. But in the meantime, I will keep you guys posted if you ask me any questions regarding the sling bag in the comment section. So here's my Nintendo Switch, and I have the Tom-Talk case on it. And so far so good. I've utilized my Nintendo Switch with this case being on. The surface is really nice and has upheld over the usage. Now I haven't been doing any rigorous testing with it by, you know, dropping it or scraping it to get something. Just normal usage. It has been good, and it's looking pretty good, as you can tell. And then of course I'm carrying the Nintendo Switch power adapter because I can't be breaking my Switch. If you have the OLED Nintendo Switch that just came out in October, let me know. I'm curious if they updated anything as far as like utilizing a universal USB charging cable. And finally, I have some games that I'm gonna bring with me. I may not bring all 3. 1 to 2 games should be enough. I'm not sure yet. We shall see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If there's anything that I missed, hopefully it's not. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be some things that I remove from, you know, my carrying list. Probably just gonna vary depending on the trip, but I try to cover as much as I would naturally use, but not too much. So I'm pretty sure I will have an updated video with things that I removed from my carry or traveling with and added in some new things. You know, just depends, but I will keep you guys posted. And one more thing I wanted to share with you guys guys, I forgot to mention in my camera stuff that I will be carrying. So the Bearoy mini sling bag is the one that I may be carrying with me. For the most part, this looks to be the size that I need and to keep it, you know, relatively minimalistic as I'm out and about. If it doesn't work, then I will let you guys know of which sling bag that I end up going with. But all right, you guys, that's pretty much gonna wrap up this particular video here. So you guys already know the drill. Hopefully you consider subscribing as well as giving this video a thumbs up. I may do a video when I come back giving you guys an update of what I actually use. And if you guys have been traveling or, you know, just your everyday commute and you want to leave me a comment of what you normally use and what some of the items that you normally carry or just your travel necessities that you have. And as always, I'm interested to see what you guys talk about in the comment section. But so I have a lot of packing to do. As you can see, this is a lot of stuff. So with all that being said, and definitely stay tuned for the videos that I have coming. I'm super excited to share them. I will see you in my next video. Peace.